So Bradford City have confirmed that central defender Ash Taylor has had his contract cancelled by mutual consent, and in today's video I will be bringing you guys my thoughts and opinions on this news. If you do go on to enjoy, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 100 likes on today's video, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new. We are now on the road to 9,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts on as well down in the comment section down below on this news. Obviously it was announced yesterday, but I put my reaction to Jamie Walker and his new contract situation. I think maybe I misunderstood it slightly. I basically took it as, well, he's turned down a new deal, so we've decided to trigger the option, but someone actually pointed out that obviously does have an expiry date, and it seemed like that was this weekend, so the club have decided just to trigger that option, and it sounds like they're still in negotiations. But like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I don't really know the ins and outs, so it was kind of a lot of inferring, so we don't really know what is going on with Jamie Walker. All we do know is that he's definitely going to be here next season on the same terms as what he has been on over the last 2 seasons. But yesterday it was confirmed that Ash Taylor has officially left the club. I think the start to the window so far has been very good. We've also got basically a confirmed transfer. Our first proper signing of the transfer window is an absolutely exciting one. It's a brilliant signing if it is true, which looks very likely that it is, and we'll speak about him later on in today's video. But make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you are new as well, and let's get into it. So Bradford City tweeted yesterday at 4:58 PM saying Ash Taylor's contract has today been cancelled by mutual consent. The article is short and sweet, but it does read, Taylor departs. Ash Taylor's contract has today been cancelled by mutual consent. The defender joined the Bantams last summer and made a total of 17 appearances in Claret and Amber. The club would like to take this opportunity to thank Ash for his efforts at Bradford City AFC and wish him all the best for the future. So very short and sweet, as they always really are. I think it's been a long time since we've had a lengthy sort of article about a player departure. There's no comments in here from either Graham Alexander, Stephen Gent, Ryan Sparks. There's no comments from anybody about Taylor's departure, which I think is quite rare for there to be any comments from anyone, but it would be nice to hear in a bit more detail about the manager. I guess when pre-season does start, I think it will be one of the questions that potentially someone like Jimmy Rayner does ask Graham Alexander. But my overall thoughts on this decision is obviously it is the right one. It was clear to see when we signed him, when he played, whenever he put the Bradford City shirt on, he was nowhere near good enough. He was far too slow and was absolutely never going to get any game time next season. So it makes sense really for him to get a little bit of a payoff and go and find another club, probably back in Scotland, where I think the football does suit him a bit more. Now, with the way that the club worded the tweet about his contract being cancelled rather than terminated, I took that as he hadn't taken a payoff, but someone basically explained to me that cancelled and terminated mean the same thing, and I always thought that if it's been terminated, he still gets a little bit of the money that he's owed, but not all of it, which it would cost us if he was just to sit and do nothing for a year. But if it was cancelled, I thought it just meant that, you know, the contract stops right there, and then no further payment gets made towards Ash Taylor, sorry, and then we can both go our separate ways. But someone basically said that that's not how it works, and he will still have taken a payoff. And, you know, my tweet, which I put out basically saying, you know, fair play to him for not taking a payoff, clearly doesn't mean anything if he has taken a payoff, which you can understand, because obviously that's money that he is owed, money that we have wasted. Whoever thought he would be a good signing last summer, whether that's Mikey, Stephen Gent, Ryan Sparks, whoever was involved in signing that signing off should have that money taken out of their wages, because it was an absolutely honking signing, one of the worst we've ever had at Bradford City over the last couple of years, and we've had some shockers. If we have a look then at Ash Taylor's league stats from the season just gone by, he made 10 starts in League 2 for Bradford City and also 2 substitute appearances. In total, he played 879 minutes with 0 goals and 1 assist. If I'm right in saying that was Forest Green Rovers away in the league, he picked up 2 yellow cards and 1 red card with a 58.2% passing accuracy, and according to WhoScored.com, he got an average rating for the season of 6.63, which is absolutely terrible. Obviously, the other day I did a video comparing Ash Taylor, Matty Platt and Sam Stubbs, I think it was, and we came to the conclusion that apart from, I think it was clearances and maybe interceptions over Matty Platt, Ash Taylor was comfortably the worst out of the 3 in the season just gone by. But we'll go through his stats once more. For those who didn't watch that video, you should definitely go check it out and see 2 other players who I think should be departing the football club this summer. But Ash Taylor, on average last season in the league, made 0.2 tackles per game, 1.8 interceptions per game, 0.9 fouls per game, 5.4 clearances per game, and 0.4 blocks per game as well, which is not particularly great, is it? I mean, even from an offensive point of view, he was signed to help us score goals from set plays. I think in the previous season with Kilmarnock, I think he got 4 goals and 3 assists, or 3 goals and 4 assists, something like that. But to not get any goal involvement apart from 1 assist all season is simply not good enough really. He created 0.11 XG from 3 shots, obviously failed to score, so he underperformed his XG in the season just gone by. And for such a big physical centre-half, what is he, 6'4", 6'5", and he's not the slimmest of centre-halves, to be fair to him. You know, he's a hefty unit. He didn't really pose much threat from set plays. He is really, really slow, and I do think a move back over to Scotland is probably the best thing for him. I don't see him getting another League 2 club. You could maybe see him going to somewhere like a Bromley, for example, who, you know, might play a low block when they move up into this division. They need some Football League experience. That's probably the best move that I could see Ash Taylor getting. But even in all the league games that he played for Bradford City last season, 12 in total, 10 starts, we only won 2 of them games. One was a 3-0 win away at Forest Green Rovers, who were absolutely awful at the time, and the other game was a 1-0 win at home to Accrington Stanley, which, to be fair, was quite an even game. They were up in and around the playoffs at the time, and I'll give him a little bit of credit for that. But every game that Ash Taylor played for Bradford City we'll go through now. His debut was a 1-0 defeat away at Crawley Town, then didn't even feature in a matchday squad for over 2 months. Obviously, by this point, Mark Hughes had gone, Kevin McDonald came in, he was on the bench, and then we had a 2-1 win away at Grimsby in the Football League Trophy, where he did actually get an assist in that game. Then he was on the bench, then we got a draw, then a 4-1 defeat, then a 2-1 defeat against relegated Sutton, then a 3-0 win at home to Manchester City's under-21s, then a 2-1 defeat at home to Barrow when Graham Alexander came in, a 4-2 defeat away at Notts County. I think he got subbed off at half-time when we were 4-0 down in that game, a 5-1 win at home to Barnsley in the Football League Trophy, then obviously the Accrington game, he got sent off in that 3-0 win against Forest Green, then a number of matches, well, he actually, before a number of matches on the bench, he came on for about 2 minutes away at Doncaster to play central midfield. He also played in the 1-0 win away at Derby, then played 3 games in January, which ended in 2 1-all draws and a 2-0 defeat, and wasn't seen after that because he simply just was not good enough. And Graham Alexander has done the right thing here. 33 years of age, was never going to play next season, and it made sense really for all parties to just get him out the door. If we have a look then at how Bradford City's squad is now lining up for the 2024-25 season, as you can see with Ash Taylor departing, it now looks a bit more comfortable in that central centre-back position. I really do hope Matty Platt signs a new contract and hope that's announced in the next fortnight or so, but if it doesn't, that obviously means we're going to need to get at least 2 more centre-halves in, but then you would also expect Timmy Odesina to move on. So I still think there is a lot of room and improvement to be made in the defence. We need a wing-back on either side. We expect McDonald to move on, so we need a holding midfielder like Ryan Crosdale in there. We all know Anthony Sarcevic is going to be signing for the football club. That'll probably be getting announced tonight at 6 o'clock. That's my guess and an estimate. If he does get announced tonight, then obviously my reaction will be out tomorrow. He'll come in central midfield, so we expect Adore to go out on loan, maybe even Poynton, considering some of the options who are still available. And you obviously want younger players to be playing. I genuinely could see Alexander sending Point out on loan, because we've got to remember, Poynton couldn't even get in the matchday squad for a long time under Alexander until the season was basically done, and we had really nothing to lose. In terms of the wingers, I think Wilson will go out on loan. We don't really need to sign any because we don't play a formation with them wingers. We expect Oliver and Smith to also depart, and obviously bring a new striker in. Big rumours of Charlie Wyke. Now, I think the photo that's been posted on Instagram or someone's Instagram story, if it was just a photo, then obviously you can understand, you know, it's just, you know, 3 players who are friends, who obviously from a similar sort of area, who were going on Gilead Stag Do, I'm pretty sure that it is. But then you also consider that Charlie Wyke has put some front 3. You know, there could be rumours in that. Obviously, the last time Gilead did play with Charlie Wyke, Gilead was actually a winger, now more of a conservative midfielder, but it would be a brilliant signing with Charlie Wyke. Obviously, when Sarcevic, Wyke, Critchlow, whoever gets announced, I will bring you guys my reaction to them signings as soon as possible. But I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. My overall thoughts, really good news for the football club. I think our start to the window so far has certainly been positive. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 100 likes on today's video, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're now on the road to 9,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Ash Taylor terminating his contract with Bradford City by mutual consent? Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Peace.